Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'd like to do is kind of explain to you what vertical angles are. So the basic kind of definition of vertical angles are going to be two angles that share a vertex but do not share any sides. And really the easiest way for me to display how to find vertical angles or where they show up is by intersecting lines. Anytime that we're going to have intersecting lines, so here's one line. If I take another line and intersect it in any way, I now have created vertical angles. Because you can see here, these two angles, right? They share the same vertex, okay, but they do not share any sides. So anytime we have intersecting angles, we're going to have vertical angles. And vertical angles, you know, another one that people kind of remember vertical angles is they're opposite of one another. Like they're on the other side, each side of the vertex. And again, this doesn't matter how many intersections I have, how perfect those intersections are. It doesn't matter for right angles, measured, so forth. We know that any time that we're going to have vertical angles, or anytime we have intersecting lines, those angles are going to be vertical. And what's important about vertical angles is that their measures are exactly the same. So whatever this measure is, that angle has to be exactly the same. If this is 90 degrees, then that means that one has to be 90 degrees. Now, to kind of give you, that's the basic definition of what vertical angles are, where they come from. Another kind of misconception that we sometimes get is, you know, something like this. Students will look at this and say, oh, well, you know, these kind of look like vertical angles or maybe something like that. Well, no. First of all, these aren't vertical angles. There's no intersecting lines. These are all line segments, right? And you can see that these share a side. So since they share a side, they're not vertical angles. Vertical angles only occur when we have intersecting lines. Or, you know, another example that might get thrown around here is, you know, have something like this. Well, obviously, you can even look at these and say that those are not the same measurement, right? Those two angles are not vertical angles, nor are they part of intersecting lines. So a quick way to remember it is whenever you see intersecting lines, know you have vertical angles. Know that vertical angles do not share a side, but they share a vertex, as well as their measures are equal in length. Thanks.